Okay, it's time. Let's talk about the 21-day fix, my thoughts, and what happened. Alright guys, many of you know that I have started and have completed the 21-day fix. I did it this month of May, and I'm excited to share with you a little bit more about it, my thoughts, how does it work, and then my results. So I'll share that last. I'm sharing about green moments, but it's also this health and wellness journey that I'm on, and losing weight and being physically active and fit is just something I think that's part of that journey for me. So actually a friend of mine, she is a coach with Beachbody, and she's sharing with me about the 21-day fix, and I was doing the Kayla plan at the time, and I said, okay. But in the back of my mind, I remember her saying that. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give that a try. So I checked it out on YouTube, watched other videos. I checked out Autumn Calabrese, who created it, checked out hers. I thought, I really think I need this. So the biggest thing that drew me into this was the containers. And so I'm gonna talk to you about the containers and how you figure out what to eat. Because I thought, well, maybe I'm not losing weight because of the food portion. It's not just the working out. So what you do is you figure out your calorie level, so you know how many of these containers you can have, is you take your weight times 11, and that's your caloric baseline. And then you add 400, because that's how many you're gonna burn with the fix. And then you take away 750, your caloric deficit, so your calorie target. So basically what it works out to being is that there are 4 different categories of that you can be in. Well, I ended up being in the lowest calorie bracket right here, so I can show you a little bit closer. And what that does is it tells you how many of each container you can have. So I'll just go through each one and I'll tell you how many I can have of it. So start with the green. This is your vegetables, and in the guide it tells you a whole list of everything that is considered a green container. And you wouldn't think that a lot of food in here, food would fit in here, but man, when you're on this plan, you learn to shove it in, and then there's a lid you can put it on top, and anything that fits in this container you can eat. So I get 3 of these, 3 greens a day. And then your purples, I get 2 purples a day, and that's your fruits. And what I did is actually took my label maker and I put it on the bottom. So that way when I'm in the kitchen I can remember, okay, how many of these do I get? I've actually memorized it now because I've been doing it for 21 days. The next one is your red, which is protein, and I'm supposed to have 4 of these a day. The next one is yellow, which I found out on this plan. I was getting an unhealthy amount of yellow containers in my life. And this is 2. I only get 2 of these. And what these are your like starches. I get 1 blue a day. This is like healthy fats. So, well, and maybe unhealthy fats too. So like cheese, but also like avocados or nuts. And then last is orange, and everybody gets 1 of these too. This is like dressings, which is pretty much what I used it for, was dressings. So there's a humongous list of what each category, what each color is really for. Because I'm eating these at home and I know how many green beans can fit in here, what you do after you stuff it full of your fruit or your vegetable, you dump it out on a regular size plate so you can get an idea of how much salad would fit in that container. How much dressing really fits in here? How much cheese is this? You think this isn't a lot of cheese? It's a lot of cheese. But I remember thinking, this much cheese, that's it? But no, you really think through it and go, is this worth it? Do I really want this? Can I have this much cheese? Usually I don't even end up eating this much cheese. I end up having 1 slice of cheese, which barely fits in here. So anyways, it gives you an idea of the container. So now when we eat out and we're on the go, I really know, okay, I can have 1 slice of bread because that equals this, but then I only have 1 more yellow container for the day. Is it worth it? Do I really want to do that? So I really stuck to this as best I could. What I did do that is a little bit different than the actual plan is I gave myself a cheat a week. So if my family's going out for ice cream, I would have the ice cream. There are some cheats built in, so if you have like a slice of pizza or something, they tell you which containers that would be that you would take away from the day, like your 2 yellows or whatever, I think in a blue. And I tried to stick to that too, but sometimes we would have a cheat. I'll never forget the first time, only time I guess, we went out to the movies this month. I was on my way home from work and I told my husband, I said, I've got somebody to watch the kids. Can you meet me at the movie theater? But would you make me popcorn at home? Because I wanted popcorn at the movie theater, but I knew that theirs at the movie theater was not going to be good for me, and so I've never brought in popcorn into a movie theater that's not, like, I've never snuck in popcorn into a movie theater. There's popcorn there, so it's ridiculous, but I was determined to be committed to this. There is the concern about the red container because I'm vegetarian. What are you going to get for your protein? And I followed the guidelines almost completely. They consider Greek yogurt as a protein, and I don't eat a lot of dairy outside of maybe cheese on pizza or cheese in a grilled cheese or something like that. Like, I really don't, that's why I was saying I don't even get in cheese every day with this. But when I do want cheese, I do want cheese on my pizza. So I was eating a lot of Greek yogurt to fill that protein need because I needed 4 of these a day. And I just found myself getting really, really congested. And so I actually backed off of the Greek yogurt and I'm not getting as congested. So I'm not sure I'm going to continue doing the Greek yogurt. I do know I started looking at protein in all my other foods and found out that, you know, there's a ton of protein in kale, there's protein in your green beans, there's protein in your broccoli. And so what I actually started doing is subbing and eating a little bit more greens than protein, but also veggie burgers are protein, so I would have those. I just didn't concern myself with this container as much, but maybe added more vegetables. I've watched Fully Raw Christina on YouTube, and she talks about protein on a plant-based raw vegan diet and where do you get it from, and we can get a lot of protein from our leafy greens. So I also do my power meal in the morning, which is Young Living's protein drink, so that was a protein. But what I loved more than anything about this, it got me to think of my portion sizes. And I think more than anything, I think my weight gain was from yellow containers. So I don't eat white starchy foods hardly at all unless we're going out and it's something special or it's cake or it's a birthday party, something special like that. But we eat wheat pasta, but a lot of it. We have wheat grilled cheese, but that's 2 slices of bread plus, you know, so I almost found out that I was eating yellow containers at every single meal. So breakfast I would have toast, lunch I would have, I don't know, garlic bread with the pasta, and at dinner, you know, I don't know, even popcorn's considered a yellow container. And potatoes or French fries, or I just found myself always wanting yellow containers, and that's something I would be eating at every meal. So I had to be careful of that, and this really got me to watch, okay, well, I don't need to have a yellow container. I can go have, like last night, I got some broccoli and had, my hubby actually steamed me up some broccoli and just had it really good and seasoned with lots of spices. It was great. And although I would have gravitated towards popcorn, I had already had my yellow containers for the day. So I had broccoli and I was just as satisfied. And then I went and grabbed one of my favorites, some hot tea, got some herbal tea, and it was good. But it's just mentally making that switch. So Ethan graduated preschool this month. Did I have a piece of cake? I did, but I didn't eat junk the rest of the week. I saved up for that occasion because I knew that was happening. Okay, so I want to talk about the workouts. If I have a clip, I will put it in here.
Warm up. 2 more. Last one. Toes forward, reach down and across. Stretch out those hamstrings. Abs in, booty back. Reach for those toes.
I really enjoyed the workouts because let me tell you a little bit about them. They're 7 days a week. Let's start with that. I thought it was going to be physically impossible for me to work out 7 days a week. You're thinking, oh my goodness, if you don't work out. What I did was I actually got this wellness journal. If you saw my Erin Condren unboxing, and the way this works is you can check off your water, put in your breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, or activity. And then I put down my color containers at the bottom. So let me show you a week of what it looks like. So this is my first week, last week of April. So it's a lot of writing, but I checked off my waters, I put in my foods, and then the workout, and then the colored containers, I put boxes and then checked them off when I've reached them. So I knew, okay, I only had 3 out of the 4 proteins today. I had my 2 yellows, my 2 purples, my blue, my orange. Oh, and you get 2 tablespoons. So it's usually peanut butter for me because I put about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter in my protein shake in the morning. But this kept me driven, and I can see what day I'm on because I would write the day at the top. And I also put in the activity so I know what workout's coming up next. So the way the workouts work is Mondays is total body cardio fix, It's hard. It's cardio. It has me sweating. And then I love Tuesday, Wednesday. Tuesdays is upper fix, which is your arms. Wednesdays, lower fix, which is your legs. And then Thursday, which I'm always exhausted by Thursday because Wednesdays are a really long day for our family. It's Pilates fix. Doesn't mean it's easy. It's still strength core training, but it's not cardio. So it kind of gives my body a break to just breathe and do all these stretching and really hard movements, but that aren't, you know, exhausting me. And then you have Friday and Saturday. Friday is cardio fix and Saturday is dirty 30. And it's as hard as it sounds. Dirty 30, you're sweating. But autumn is so encouraging. And I remember asking my friend Cheryl when she was telling me about Beachbody, I remember saying, is Autumn annoying? Because sometimes you watch those workout videos and they're super annoying. Well, she's not. Autumn's not. She's very encouraging. And I actually find that the quotes and the things that she says stick out in my mind. You give me 21 days, I'll give you the body you've always dreamed of. Or this move is only 60 seconds. You can do anything for 60 seconds. And so I love the format of the workouts and the way they have it organized. So Sunday is then yoga fix, which Sunday is a long day again for my family, and I'm tired on Sundays. So Sundays, it's yoga. So I know it's stretching and I can make it. So the way this is laid out, I'm sure you can move the days around to what works best for you, but the way it's originally laid out works really, really well for me. And I love that there's the rest days, which are still stretching and you're still working, but it doesn't feel like it's killing you. The other thing is it's only 30 minutes and there's a timer on the bottom and it counts down. So you can see as it's counting down. And the other thing is that there's usually, it's like they're broken down into different like sessions. So you have like 2 or 3 movements that she does with you for 1 minute each movement, and then you do them again. And then that session's over and there's only like 3 or 4 in that workout. So it feels like it goes by really quickly. And here's my favorite part. 14 days in. So I'm doing this every single day for 14 days. My husband joined me. So the last week of doing the 21-day fix, he started doing it with me. And I was so excited because I think he could see, well, I know he could see a change going on with my body and how I was driven. I haven't missed a day. I've worked out every day for 21 days, but I look forward to it. The thing is that I don't think, guys, is that there is a magic workout that's going to fix being healthy. I think you just have to find what works for you. And I think this is what's working for me. It's been 21 days. I plan on doing this again. So the other thing is with the videos, there is someone named Kat in all of the workouts, and she's the modifier. So all of the movements she does, she modifies. And so I have to tell you, the first 2 full weeks, I couldn't do anything but follow Kat. And even the first day, I could barely do what she was doing. And I was having a really hard time. I still have to work on flexibility, but I'm on my way and I'm extremely motivated to keep going because I've seen such a huge difference. You need a light and a heavy set of weights when you start, and I started with the 5-pound weights as my light weights and 8-pound weights as my heavy, 8 per arm. So it's not, 8 for both. So 8 per arm and 5 per arm. And I'm happy to say that I feel like I'm ready to move up. I don't know if I can do all the easy movements with the 8-pound weights. I wish I had 7s. But I definitely think I need to get some 10s as my heavy weights. So, all right, so I want to share with you my results of what happened with 21 days. I'm very motivated to continue on and to keep going to see what the results look like. But I lost in 21 days 9.5 pounds. Yay me! Okay, and with the inches, I lost 21.5 inches. Yay! So I'm super pumped about that. More specifically, my chest up here, this part right here where I measured, I lost 2.5 inches. Hips, I lost 4 inches. 4 inches, so oh my god. My arms stayed the same, so I'm working on definition, but they're not coming yet. I'm still working on them. I need those 10 pounds. My legs, I lost on each thigh 2.5 inches. and each calf I lost 2.5 inches. I didn't even know I had weight to lose in my calves. I wasn't even thinking about losing weight in my calves, but I lost 2.5 inches. And then the big one was in my waist. I lost 5.5 inches. So I think that's where I noticed the most difference too, was just on my sides over here and on my stomach. The clothes are fitting me better. I don't feel like my clothes are swimming on me or they're getting too big. I'm not changing sizes or anything like that, but I'm just noticing that I feel better in my skin. Wednesday. I have to tell you, on the Wednesday and the Thursday, I hated it. I actually was exhausted. I was going to bed earlier. I was so tired and I could barely do the movements. 2 days of just it being really hard. But on Friday, something happened. 3 days in, I've heard that working out creates endorphins, which makes you happy, and it's true. I look forward to my workout. I know it's only 30 minutes, and then I treat myself with Power Meal. So I have recipes of how I make my Power Meal. I'll probably link that down below so you can see, but I felt so much better, and I blend up my Power Meal with a frozen banana, some peanut butter, and some cashew milk, and oh, feels like a milkshake. It's so good. So there's my story with the 21-day fix. I loved it. It really got me to think through food and focus on working out in a different way than I ever have before. And I'm continuing this journey, so much so that when we go on vacation, I am going to be doing this as I go. So I'll be bringing the workouts with me and sticking to this eating guide, mostly while we're at Disney. So probably, I actually asked a lot of people who are doing the fix, what do you do when you go to Disney? And they say probably a treat a week, or a treat a week. That's what I do now, a treat a day. So I'm anticipating really thinking through the treats at Disney and going, okay, what do I want as my one treat today? Because you know they are everywhere. You can get an ice cream on any stand. So I just have to think through, is it worth it? So anyways, wish me luck. And if you're already doing this, good for you. And if you haven't yet, it's so worth it. It's a lot of fun. And I'm seeing results. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.